everyone, I'm Serena Tang with matching number 278367. Today, I'm excited to share my analysis of these 3 documentary videos with you, which is The Trail of Happiness, Kinabuhi, and Making of the Gentleman, Guy Ritchie. Each of these documentaries fall into a different category of documentary type. What is this? Why? And what is the difference between each other? Let's explore it.
Do you hear me?
Okay, so first of all, The Trail of Happiness is a poetic documentary that carefully uses natural light to capture the beauty of the world and the human spirit. It emphasizes emotion and mood over the factual information, creating a subjective and open to interpretation viewing experience.
Can you see me?
In addition, in this documentary is exhibit avant-garde because it doesn't worry about keeping scenes connected from one to the next, which different than the traditional narrative structure. Also, there is a featuring minimal dialogue and allowing visual and music to convey the narrative. Next, in The Trail of the Happiness, the poetic documentary style evokes emotion through comprehensive camera operating. For example, employ dynamic camera movement and transition to immerse viewers. Close up convey emotion, while very transition enhance pacing. Technical like zoom in and reverse motion add creative depth. First person should offer unique perspective, enriching the audience connected to the subject. Okay, now we come to the second type of documentary, which is a Kinabuhi. It's an expository documentary that provides a comprehensive understanding of the struggle faced by Filipino coconut farmers. It adopts an objective and impartial approach to presenting its subject matter, aiming to provide a factual information about the socio-economic condition and environment concerns affecting coconut farming communities without imposing a particular viewpoint. In addition, this documentary type usually employs a voice of God voiceover, add authority and continuity, guiding audience through the content with professionalism and engagement.
Inin nga tuna nga naghatag ha akon hinkalipayan han akon kinabuhi ug kalag.
And of course, this movie is not different too. Okay, in the Kinabuhi documentary, the camera operating techniques employed include the handheld shooting for raw and intimate movement, long takes for immersive observation, long motion effect to emphasize, and close-up to capture emotion and intricate detail. These technicals collectively contribute to the documentary authenticity, realism, and emotion impact, providing audience with a compelling portrayal of the coconut farmer's life and struggles.
Pero haloyuhit akon kahadlok bubuhatong ko para hit akon pamilya. Ini it amon kinabuhi.
Okay, so last but not least, the flagship documentary, which apply in the making of the Gentleman, Guy Ritchie's documentary, which is that offer introspective moment and meta commentary on the filmmaking process.
Whatever you think you've planned for the scene, we're going in a whole other area.
You can balance the comedy and the darkness in a way that no one else can.
It delved into the director's perspective, creative process, and real-life experience that influence storytelling. This documentary features self-reflection from the director and key figure, which is the actors, involved in the film, providing insight into the challenges and joys of filmmaking process. Furthermore, the camera operating in this documentary involves various setup tailored to a different aspect of the production process. For example, The interview setup provides stability and focus during the discussion with the directors and actors. Over-the-shoulder shoot offer their perspective on the specific scene or detail. Behind-the-scene footage capture the filmmaking process and interaction. In addition, the multi-camera setup ensure the comprehensive coverage, where two shot or group shot convey a dynamic of group discussion.
Comedy is obviously what Guy does really well.
Take a breather, son.
Overall, this technique combined to provide a multi-faceted view of the behind-the-scene world of the gentleman movie. Okay, now I would like to share with everyone about the best and the worst part for each documentary. First, the best part of the Trait of Happiness is its evocative portrait of constructing emotion, effectively capturing the essence of hope and despair amidst the backdrop of Middle Eastern lifestyle. The documentary use of natural light and warm green color palette enhance the visual experience, immersing viewers in its poetic narrative. However, one potential drawback could be the intentional untidiness and unstable the camera operating, which may interrupt the viewing experience for some audience. Second documentary. The best part of Kinabuhi lies in its raw and intimate portrait of Filipino coconut farmers, shedding light on their struggle and the challenges they face in their way of life. The documentary effectively captured the socio-economic and environmental factors impacting the coconut farming communities in the Philippines, providing audience with a comprehensive understanding of their plight. However, one potential limitation could be the lack of interview session or dialogue, which may limit the depth of insight into the farmer's experience. Moreover, the lack of extensive color correction in post-production may potentially impact the overall viewing experience. Last but not least, the documentary of Making of the Gentleman's Garage lies in its behind-the-scenes access to making of the film, offering audience an inside look into the creative process behind a major movie production. In addition, the documentary benefit from a well-balance of color grading that enhance the viewing experience, providing a cinematic feels like watching a short movie. While overall positive, there is nothing worse that I can share. Maybe one thing which is the aspect that could be improved is that the focus of the interview question which lean more toward a technical aspect rather than delving into the emotional depth of the character. However, if the interview question is more to the emotional depth of the character, which can add the richness and complexity to the narrative, allowing audience to empathize with the character and become more invested in their story. Therefore, a lack of the exploration into the emotional aspect of the characters may affect the audience's connection to the character and their overall engagement with the documentary. Okay guys, thank you for listening to my analysis on documentary. I hope it was informative and easy to follow. Have a great day, have a nice day. See you, bye bye.